Hey guys, this is Mike Flyby, and here today talking about products that I ordered that we carry in our store. It's called the GoSun Go, and it's the smallest of our solar cookers. So I'm really excited to test this out. Um, it it says it'll heat up to 550 degrees or 200 Fahrenheit or 280 degrees Celsius. Um, and it'll cook in clouds and freezing cold. So I'm gonna test this out, and there's kind of a lot of shade around my house, except for where my car's at. And I'm actually gonna set the cooker on top of my car because I think that would even speed things up a little bit. I'm gonna be testing it with some pre-cooked bacon, and I just wanted to be honest. You know, it's just the bacon that has already been cooked, but you got to reheat it. Um, I think that's just a good way to start it off. So let's check this guy out. I actually tested the other day on some okra, and it did cook. Within about 20-30 minutes, it heated up the okra pretty good to where you could eat it. And then we kind of had some cloudiness that day, so it took about an hour to thoroughly cook it that day, to where it kind of had that charred look. But that thing was pretty hot even on an overcast day. So this thing comes with 4 of these silicone trays right here that assist you in cooking. I got this model also. It's more portable, so I can take it backpacking. It's easier to demonstrate, easier to take around, doesn't take as much space up, but it boils water too, which the GoSun, like the medium grade, like their standard GoSun Sport, you need a separate attachment you have to purchase to get to boil water. So I just kind of wanted it ready to go out the box. This is our GoSun. It's got a little Allen wrench, a little instruction packet right here, and then it's got a cleaning device. So it's really sleek packaging, but I know you guys aren't really that concerned about that. So let's see how good it works. So it unzips right here, and I was made aware that this is the device. This comes out right here, and this is what it's going to set up against so that it stays upright. So let's get this fully opened. So you see it opens like that, and so it's got, this is called the evacuated tube. This is a really innovative design. A lot of solar cookers, you'll see a pot and then like foil or something like that around it, or some kind of shiny disc. This actually repurposes another solar technology that heats water, usually on people's roofs, to cook. So this thing's actually tinted. It absorbs as much of the spectrum as it can. This little dial right here. See, I angle this different ways. So when it's in the center, I had to do some reading to get that. I don't know if you can see it. On this dial, when the shadow gets in the middle, that means it's facing directly south or perfectly perpendicular with the sun, which of course is optimal. If you're cooking for a long time, you're going to want to kind of rotate every so often to keep that shadow lined up. And then you've got these foil parabolic collectors that what that does is focus it back onto this small unit. So it actually is taking all this sun and redirecting it. So it's getting the sun that's hitting this directly, and it's also getting all this sun that's being focused back onto it. So it's a pretty sleek device. And it actually has a tab right here that holds this open. So now I can't really close it. So now you've got kind of like a, it props itself open. And so now, let's see if you can see it on my car with these things right here. You take this out, and this is the container that You can put water in that. You can put these silicone contain. You can put vegetables and whatever you need to cook right in that, and you can clean it easily. You've got these dishwasher-friendly silicone things right here. It can go in there. Kind of non-stick, so it easily comes out. It's probably easier to clean those. And then you can really see, if I turn it this way, how that's tinted, and it absorbs a lot of that sun. It works like a greenhouse. It really traps all that heat in there. That thing gets super hot. I can when I cooked for like 20 minutes to an hour, when I open that thing up, it just rushes out. It can cook different methods. It'll do it'll bake, broil, fry, steam, and roast. So I'm gonna do a little time lapse and show the cooking of the bacon, and we're gonna time it and see how long it takes to thoroughly cook that bacon, because I'm hungry. All right. All right, guys. So we've got this all set up. You can see right here. I didn't get it perfect, but that bubble, the shadow, is pretty much lined up straight in the middle right there. We got that at least on one axis. We've got it lined up. It could be a little bit further up. The sun's still kind of low in the sky, so without messing with it too much, it's kind of hard to get it there. But this bacon's pre-cooked, and it really doesn't need completely direct sunlight. At completely perpendicular angle, so you can see bacon's in there, and it is getting very hot. So we will check back in on this in 20 minutes, and we will see how that's cooking. So you can just see how elegant it is. It's really so small. If you're riding across the country or going on a little weekend backpack, I would recommend putting it on your car like that. It's a great surface, and or just any other hard surface you can find, and it's just so small. It's definitely heavier than like a little propane stove or something like that, but if you have any concerns that you'll run out of fuel, or you just want to use the sun instead of white gas or propane or one of these other toxic fuels, this is a great tool. All right, guys, this is we're checking back in on the GoSun, and this is after about 15 to 20 minutes, and I expected this to cook pretty quick because it's pre-cooked bacon, but yeah, you can see right here how much heat is really building up in this after not even a long amount of time. Got lots of grease, and the edges are seared. So I mean, it looks like this does a pretty good job of definitely, I don't know how long it would have taken to cook a raw piece of bacon, but definitely cooking this this pre-cooked bacon, it's highly effective. You can see that's after about 15 minutes. So I'd say this was pretty successful. It's pretty hot. You want to make sure you don't touch it. The sun carries a lot of heat, so I mean, there's a lot of heat down in there. So I would say this is pretty successful. This would be a great thing, especially because you might carry something like that. You might carry some pre-cooked bacon, you know, at least to go car camping or something like that. And just knowing that you could whip this baby out real quick and, you know, cook breakfast for a couple people. You know, in about 30 minutes, I could easily like feed, you know, 2 to 4 people with this, with some bacon.